catch up with my, try to catch up with my, catch up with my. This surely was a good sign, despite of everything I saw. It's slowing down time, changing all the laws. Try to catch it with my hands, so that I can take it home. Hoping I can keep it when I'm dead, when we go. Try to catch it with my, catch it with my, try to catch it with my. Sometimes fast and sometimes slow, they'll fall into the ground, dance around circles, and I catch them with my mouth. It softens all the noises, it softens all the things. Everything is wild. So I kiss you with my hand, try to hold and make it stay. In the end it melts away. Try to catch it with my, so I catch it with my hand, try to hold and make it stay. In the end it melts away.
What's up? What's up? What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to another stream. So, Foodie Beauty is away, so the mice will play. Well, one bottom feeder is playing, and she's playing her manipulative BS as she usually does because she is attacking the mentals of Purple Glitter. She's repeatedly doing these streams, saying all these things, referencing, laughing, joking around, blah, 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 blah. She is also trying to paint a certain narrative. Now, we're going to go over a stream from yesterday, of course, because, we need to set the record straight about a lot of things because she is very much panicking right now. And she's getting an idea that I know what the truth is, not just her side of the story. She's getting an idea that the other side is going to come out. She's getting the idea that she can't just run her BS that she usually does with people, which is what she's doing now. Whatever you see in the open happening to Purple Glitter people, that is what Jessica Messica does to other people, except it's all behind the scenes. You're getting a public taste of what she's done to numerous people before, like Luxie, Kayla Marie, Miami Vice, it was more, it was a lot of public, but there was a lot of private things as well. I Eat Bebo getting threats after helping that piece of shit get into the therapy that she needs. Soil, what she was doing to her. So all these things coming out of how she is what she's doing to Purple Glitter is the perfect example of how Jessica Messica rolls behind the scenes. It's never her doing, it's never her that's doing, it's always somebody else. She always has an excuse. It's not me, it's this person, it's that person, this and that, and everybody else. It's never her. She's always doing that. And it's not right. So we're gonna get into this. First, let me go over one thing I went over. When was it? Yesterday? Or the day before, I believe. With her narrative, she likes to twist stories, doesn't she? Yeah, she's very manipulative. And we also got to talk about Tatum. Yeah. Spooky Stoner. Another person that likes to throw rocks when they live in the proverbial girl world glass house. No, Spooky Stoner is a goddamn criminal. Her world did do a video about her criminal behavior and all the types of shit that she's done previously, and I'm gonna have to do a video on that, okay? Because she's doing a lot, she's saying a lot, she's making up a lot of bullshit, and I'm gonna show you based on what she has been doing previously, repeatedly, with her criminal behavior, that this is just something that Tatum, aka Spooky Storm, likes to do. So stay tuned for that. Hey Beaker, what's up? Yep, yeah, pretty much, Nikki D. Tatum's one, B's a little B. Now everybody has a past, but not everybody has criminal. Some of us have a past like that. I'm just saying, but Tatum one's a little bit different there, so we're gonna have to go over that because there's a lot to her that I will be doing a video about. All right, so let's get back to this. Let me share my screen and we are going to go over this again. So this keeps coming up because I see people either are illiterate or just plain goddamn stupid. My last video on Busy Little B's husband still has his dirty D pictures up on Twitter. And that ain't right. It seems she's got a surprise because her man ain't really that much of her man now, is he? Especially when he's fiending after other ladies, especially on his Twitter. Who is Tatum? Tatum is Spooky Stoner. All right. So I looked over this. Remember when at the stories from the internet showed all my coworkers last year and his whole chat turned on him and he deleted the video? I didn't show all of her coworkers. I already said this, and my chat didn't turn on me. Days, weeks later, it wasn't days, it was weeks later, I did a vote and people voted by what I recall a close margin. They just didn't want that stuff up because people still believed in you, Jessica Messica, but now people just know you're a piece of shit. So back then, people are like, hey, I don't know about that. Maybe take it down. So I obliged. I put up the vote. People voted. So I took it down. I didn't delete it. It's still up. I can put it up right now. In fact, I think after the stream, I'm going to put that back up. All right. Remember when at the stories from the internet made stream after stream saying I had jail time over my head, even though I showed emails from the court saying my court case was dropped and I didn't even have to attend the court date? She did have jail time over her head, okay? I don't know what planet she's on, but I'm on planet Earth. And on planet Earth, the United States, when you have a DUI charge, there's always going to be jail time hanging over your head. Okay? That's what happens. So what is she talking about? So she got lucky. she got lucky, and she got her stuff cleared off of her record by going through specific program. But in all of the 50 states, you're gonna face jail time. Yep, exactly. Observant. Her rehab was court ordered. So let's go more through these lies. Remember, I said that. Okay. Remember when Source Vinny told everyone I was in jail because I stopped posting for a week? Is this person's just stupid? Why would I ever say she's in jail without actually knowing if she's in jail? I don't do that. I bring the receipts. People know in this chat, whenever I say and do something, I'm always going to bring the receipts. So this is just dumb. I would never say that she was in jail. In fact, she needs to come up and show when I said she was in jail. Lady D, what's up? Godmother, how you doing? Darab, how you doing? Welcome. Breezy, what's up? All right, remember when Stories Vanilla said it was impossible for my case to get dropped without going back to the judge? All cap. Very strange that a case is going to be dropped without you going in front of a judge for the judge to like, hey, your case is dropped. Very peculiar, isn't it? Even if you send in all of your final paperwork, typically what you're gonna do is go in front of the judge for the judge to be like, okay, your case is being dismissed, your case is being quashed. You finished your rehabilitation program, bada bing, bada boom, you're out of here, you're free to go. You don't gotta go to jail, whatever. So I'm actually very, very suspicious that she did not have to go back before a judge. Very suspicious. Maybe it's because of the pandemic. Maybe that's why. Who knows? Maybe. But I still find it very suspicious that, when was it? This year, she did not have to face a judge. Maybe she did it online. Who knows? But to say you didn't have to go back before the judge at all, that's just dumb. Then she describes me as the all-knowing lawyer, marine biologist. Monty, you already said multiple times you're not a marine biologist. And I'm planning to stream dissect the custody of her minor children. This is just bullshit. Did my stream dissect the custody of her minor children? No, my stream dissected you, you fool. Because you're a piece of shit liar that likes to manipulate people, that likes to lie on people, that like to harass people, and then tell everybody else it wasn't you who was doing it. Just like how this piece of shit, Jessica Messica, bottom of the barrel, morally bankrupt person, got her world's name, decided to spread it to her minions. All of a sudden, people showing up in chat saying the name of her world. But of course, Jessica Messica, it wasn't from me. I said it to people in private. Doesn't matter if you said it to people in private. You gave them her name and then they put it in public. This is the type of bullshit that she twists and turns words. I said it to them in private. Oh, okay, great. So in private of like how many people? Yeah, she is complete trash for doing that. You don't do that crap. But that's the way how she likes to use her words. It's done wonders for her in IRL, and she's continuing it to do it online. The same manipulative behavior that ruined a man's family, while she gloats and has fun jokes about ruining her boss's family, because hey, it's all fun and giggles, right? Destroy a home, destroy the kids' mentals, because now his dad is a known cheater. They're getting a divorce, and it's all because of Jessica Messica. You know what? I should bring up this post again, because this post by Stuff Case just says everything about Jessica Messica. I'm like, people are seriously high-fiving this person doing this bullshit, and then now she's going, yo, what's up, chef? Now she's going, was going to a Christian singles event. What? I'm sorry? When you enter the building, Jessica Messica, you're gonna burn, you're gonna like start, be on fire. Like, who else are you gonna try and destroy? Glad that event was canceled, because they don't want a piece of shit like you at events like that, destroying people's lives, ruining people's relationships. Your kids are gonna know that their dad is who you slept with, but you also slept with their uncle, Jessica Messica. That's a piece of shit move on the internet's forever. So let me put this up here. And you know what? You've been playing chess, Jessica. What am I saying? You've been playing checkers, Jessica Messica, but I've been playing chess. I've the past couple of days I've got you to admit that you have a Facebook, even though you've repeatedly, days before that, time and time again, said that you don't have a Facebook because you're a piece of shit liar. And I knew you had a Facebook. And I got you to reveal that in your community tab. You're a piece of shit, Jessica Messica. I got you to reveal that you did have sex with your boss. And I got you to reveal you did have sex with your brother in law. So I don't know what game you're playing at, but there you go. The revelations are out. And you're revealed to be doing a lot of stuff. And I'm getting you consistently to say a lot of things. All right, so let me put this up because this one was truly encapsulates everything that is not only wrong with Girl World but society as a whole. She said, "It ain't no fun if the brother can't join." OMG, really? Wow. All right, let me share this. This encapsulates everything. YouTuber, aka Jess Mess, the piece of shit, going to Christian singles. Yikes. Let me barf now and later. Do I send my kids to go spend half their time with a man who was so violent towards me that I have a restraining order against him stretching into 2028? Yes. Did I also sleep with said man's brother just to be petty? Yup. Did I bang my boss while he was technically married and still living under the same roof as his wife? She says that they were having relationship problems. Don't believe that bullshit. Okay? You know, take things as they come, take things with evidence. You're hearing only one side of the story. So let me read this again. Did I bang my boss while he was technically married and still living under the same roof as his wife? Sure did. Hey Charlie's mom, what's up? What's up, Asher? We'll explain everything. And her response, damn, society is dead. You're such a good mom. You're such a good mom that you have a RO against the dude, supposedly, allegedly. And I have an idea of what's going on with that. Such a good mom, but yet the guy who she says was doing things to her, beating her up so violently, but yet she's sending her kids over there. Okay, I mean, she did say people can show you different sides, so we shall see. But you're such a good mom to what? Like not to have a roof over her kids' heads, to miss payment after she's beginning a second chance, to pay what, like less than $500 a month for a Section 8 housing. But she's such a good mom, she decided, I'm just not going to pay for that day after being warned with letter and verbally, you need to pay your rent on time because you've been taken to court by Norwich Housing Authority because you weren't paying your 1,100 and something dollars after having this managerial job. This piece of shit we're talking about then. Thank you for your strength, Jessica Messica. Like I've said, I'm a stand for real. Strength of what? Losing your house? Being homeless? Not having a job? Spending 5, 6, 7 hours a day online talking shit about other people while doing this bullshit? Sleeping with your baby daddy's brother? Ruining people's psyche in the family? That's something you don't do. Because you can't take that shit back. Sleeping with multiple members of a family. That's a piece of shit right there. A bottom of the barrel, no morals, morally bankrupt piece of shit. Gangster move. What the hell is a gangster move for being homeless, not having a job, staying at your mom's house while your kids are in better care of a guy that you've been dragging the last few days, talking all types of shit about him? And because it's the internet, she feels like it's not nothing that's gonna happen. Or he's just not gonna know about it. That's a gangster move. staying up all night talking shit about people. And yet she's the one saying how she was the one buying all the cars. If she was buying all the cars, then I'm sorry, Jessica Messica, you went to Section 8, and one of the things you got to do is prove your income. So you were in Section 8 in 2012. Then you went to court in, what was it, 2017? Do I need to bring that up again? And you put in an affidavit, a financial affidavit. How the hell are you the one buying all the cars and doing this and doing that? Because if you are buying the cars when you're in Section 8 in 2012 until 2022, and in 2017 you're putting in front of a judge a financial affidavit saying that you can't pay for a specific thing when it comes to court matters, then what you're doing, Jessica Messica, is called fraud. That's what it's called. It's called fraud. Because if you're telling people you're the one buying all the cars, that means you have the money or monies that you're not telling the government that you do have. You're not telling the great state of Connecticut that you have those monies, which means you're lying, which means you're committing fraud. Somebody should report that shit. A wild axolotl, that's so hot. WTF. Seriously, this is society right here. Brooklyn, this loser, LMAO. Smelly cat, oh sweet. Did you get a raise for Lao for banging your boss? Is it possible she had money but no longer does? How is it that in 2012 you're in Section 8? You were still in Section 8 up to last year, 2022. 2017, furthermore, you did state in a financial affidavit that you were having money issues because you couldn't pay for a program that the courts assigned both you and your baby daddy to. Is it possible that she had money but no longer does? Well, in between what time did she have money? She was living with the dude in 2012 and she stayed in Section 8 until 2022. So, and we know after 2022, her broke ass decided to go to her mom's. So, when did she have money? If she had money in between those times, she was lying to the state. That's what she was doing. She was committing fraud. Did I explain that properly enough for you, Blossom? Yeah, exactly. So, well, if she did, she committed fraud to stay in public housing. There are clear financial guidelines to qualify. Exactly. So, did I explain everything to you properly? All right. You know what we're going to do? We are going to get into this. We're going to get into her stream because she has relentlessly tried to attack Purple Glitter. Yeah, exactly. So at that time she qualified with fraud. That's what she did. Okay? You're not going to say you bought all the cars trying to one up your ex, but like, yeah, I was the one buying all the cars. Well, if you were the one buying all the cars don't cost $5, okay? They don't cost $5, they don't cost $50. You're going to have a substantial amount of money to buy a car, even used car. It ain't no $5 car, okay? So we need you to exit out of here. You're not gonna derail this stream. We're gonna continue here. We're gonna get into bottom feeder Jessica Messica and her bullshit. And that's another aspect I gotta uncover. Fraudulent activity of Jessica Messica. Saying she's buying these cars but was still in Section 8. I'm sure the Norwich Housing Authority would love to hear and see that. See that video. And I have it. Okay, so we'll see what happens with that, Just Mess. All right. Let's get into this. Let's see what she has to say. Let me share my screen here again. I believe she cannot apply for public benefits because of the fraud. Right? You know what? Somebody on the farms, when all her stuff came out, was saying something about she can't apply anymore for benefits. And when I look back at it right now, that kind of makes sense. Because what Swell is saying, I believe she cannot apply for public benefits because of the fraud. Yeah, right? Because, okay, I'm gonna go back on the farms and search that up because they were using specific language about what they found out about Jessica Messica, and they were saying that she probably could no longer apply for benefits because it was coded a certain way. And when they looked up the code, they said that the code was specific to not being able to apply like it was a type of ban. So let me look up that verbiage, and I'm gonna look at the farms because when her stuff came out about her, the farmers were talking. So we're definitely gonna look into that. That's another thing I gotta look into. So let me put that on my to-do list. All right, let's go. Before I continue, so she decided to send me a privacy strike, but she still keeps saying it's a privacy complaint. Jessica Messica, I've warned her, stop sending these privacy strikes. You can call them privacy complaints, you can call them privacy cupcakes, privacy pies. I don't give a shit. The intent is to get the material that you don't want online offline, and it's material pertaining to you. You don't give a shit if other people's pictures are online. You don't give a shit if other people's info is online. It's what you want offline. So you can do and say whatever you want about other people and to other people and at other people, but you're putting up privacy strikes, and use privacy struck her world dozens of times. When was that? Like a month and a half ago? Maybe a month or 2 months. And then you did it again. Now you're doing it to me. I'm going to warn you. If that privacy strike goes through, I'm going to strike you out. So the instant that privacy strike goes through, I'm striking you out. And I'm very serious about that. So you pray that what you just did 2 days ago doesn't go through. Because I'm very serious right now. I'm going to strike you out. Because I've warned you not to do that shit. You want to put up videos about other people, and they're not supposed to do anything, put privacy complaints / strikes on you, but you want to put privacy strikes on them. No, it's not going to work that way. If that goes through, I'm going to strike your ass out. Let's put it that way. So, Pearl World. All right, let's continue.
Hi, everybody. How are you doing today? How is everyone? This stream is like very much slapped together. I'll tell you why this is slapped together because I just thought it would be funny to go live the same time as Monty because I just wanted to be annoying. So I probably could have organized this better, but I figure we'll just hang out for a little bit. How's everybody doing this morning? Hello, hello, hello. So I did watch. I don't always watch Monty streams about me. Sometimes other people watch and tell me if it's anything notable or things that I should touch on, etc., etc. This one I watched, the most recent one I did watch, because I was just waiting for him to say a kid's name or show the wrong address or go a little bit too far. I was just waiting for him to do it. He did put my ex's
What's up,
full legal
Yasmina?
name on the live stream.
Vax Marie.
And this person is not like a public figure, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I guess I'll start out by saying this. Like, I'll just quickly touch on his stream. I don't know what everyone is looking for. Like, are you looking for me to be, did I kill somebody in the past?
Whose baby is that? That is the that is her baby. She wanted the what dolls was Missy Moo making again? What are they called? But that's the doll that Missy Moo was making or made. I can't really tell. Like Missy Moo was making lots of dolls, but that is the Kenneth doll who was supposedly a mix of me and garlic bread. Yeah, those reborn dolls. Yes, that's the Missy Moo baby. So was that the one that she was supposed to send like Missy Mo was supposed to send to her? And did she ever get that doll? Because at one point she was supposed to have gotten the doll, but then Missy Moo didn't send it, and there was lots of bullshit happening. And then all of a sudden, Missy Moo was in contact with her again and was supposed to send it. So did it ever arrive? I don't know.
Was I, a drug kingpin? I kind of was a hoe I had a hoe period of time in life, but I don't have any like prior arrests. Um, the most drama you'll get from me was when I was a minor and a teenager. I went through a lot of loss back to back, and it wasn't good for my mental health. So, I had an eating disorder. I went to inpatient for that, but I didn't really like do shit. I used to go around. We would ditch cabs to the casino with a bottle of E&J in our purse and get stranded. And God, I did a lot of wild stuff when I was a young teenager, definitely. But by the time I was like maybe 16 or 17, like a person, because when you start young, I think you get over certain phases young. This is neither here nor there. I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to figure out what people want to find out about me so bad. Um, as I've made it clear, well, I don't know if I've even gone into
It's not what we want to find out about. You already know what is up, and we found the information. It's just me putting it all together and presenting the proof. So don't you wait.
this. I guess I'll just ramble and get into it really quickly. Um, I had a period of time when I was a late teenager that I was like agoraphobic.
All right. Observant says no one is SLUT shaming. It's the psychotic stuff we have a problem with. Exactly. It's the stuff where with any person, it will be like, hey, there are boundaries that we all have to abide by. Like there's social boundaries where certain things you should or shouldn't do to people. And it seems with Jessica Messica, those boundaries are not there. You share any type of information with Jessica Messica, you share any pictures, anything about yourself, she is 150% going to use that against you. 150%. Hey, Arado.
But I had a therapist that actually came to my house and would talk to me. And like I got quickly out of that stage in my life. And then like immediately after that, they told me take it slow, don't get into a relationship, only do a part-time job. Like no, I ignored all of that, got into a relationship, had kids, got a job, got my own place, like completely ignoring the advice of the therapist. And I told you my story from then on at that point. I got into a bad relationship. We had wonderful kids together. The relationship was volatile, abusive, a lot of money issues, but the person's a great dad. Um, I had like a shitty relationship after that. Well, it was kind of good. Like he was like my best friend, but it was the guy that we had like that threesome with when the girl said that little dicks are winning. We had fun, but it was like
What?
messy too. It was very
I'm sorry. What was that? Okay. Soul says, by the way, I have no respect or boundaries for her family after how she treated mine. She did not care about my children's safety, so we'll talk about her as a mom. It is what it is. Yeah, you do you, Soil, because that's the truth. She didn't give a shit about Docs and Soil and her family members and whatnot, so why would Soil give a shit about her? Yep, another agoraphobia like Timberly. Speaking of which, I've said this a few times, but Timberly was I Roll Express. Now, Timberly has renamed that channel, of course, but I'm still keeping track because Timberly did state that she will repeatedly change up her channel and her name, and that is exactly what she's doing. She's trying to get into different communities over and over and over. An abuser, but a great dad. I'm lost. A lot of people are lost, Chef. Many people are lost at that, just like how Stuff K said that she has a restraining order into 2028 on this guy. But hey, don't you worry, he's a great dad that I send my kids over there. It's like, yeah, he used to beat the shit out of me that I couldn't go to different events. But hey, I'm still gonna send my kids over there. How does that make sense? Make it make sense.
good. Like he was like my best friend, but it was the guy that we had like that threesome with when the girl said that little dicks are winning. We had fun, but it was like messy too. It was very messy. Um After that, I already told you about the boss thing. You guys already know about my eviction. You guys know about me going to rehab. I've always obviously you could tell that I have joint custody or whatever. He has residential custody, but what I'm saying is I've never pretended to have my kids with me full time. Like what I'm saying is, where's the gotcha? Where's the gotcha at?
Why is she harping on the kid stuff? There is a whole lot of other stuff other than the kid stuff. It's about her disgusting behavior. Yep, she did say that the dude that she leaves her kids with left her for dead. Was that the Wood story? Remember the Wood story that she was talking about? Because there's a lot of videos that she has been repeatedly either privatizing or just deleting because it has info about her lies. Just like how Foodie Beauty does. If something that she said in the past contradicts what she says now, what's the best thing to do? Either you private it or you just delete it. And then when somebody brings it up, you just say, hey, no, that's not true. Where's your evidence? I didn't say that, when you know it's true because she did say that. All right, yeah. Happy birthday, Timber.
Attitude that everyone has. Like, where is that stemming from? Like, oh, gotcha. You have joint split custody. Oh my God. Gotcha. Your abuse is probably fake. Like, it's proven in a court of law that my shit was valid enough for me to have a restraining order until 2028. People are like, that's not even true. You have to get a new restraining order every year. No, they just made it easy peasy and said, until the kids are of age, let's just make it so you guys can't even talk to each other to avoid every issue from happening.
Yeah, and I wonder, is she talking to him? So yeah, the story goes he left her for DEAD in the woods. He stabbed her, and then wouldn't you think that sort of stuff would actually be that is a very serious thing to do? Like you can't just do that. So what? She didn't report it. Here's the other idea that we were saying. Of all these things that this dude has been doing to her, if the dude stabbed her and left her for dead in the woods, wouldn't you think this would have come up in the courts? Like, I don't get this. Wouldn't you think that during the custody battles that they had, if the judge hears that this man stabbed her and left her for dead in the woods, that the judge would have a problem with this? I'm just thinking here as a logical human being. So I'm asking you, as I hope another logical human being, wouldn't that be a problem?
Um, oh, Monty has double the subs and still less viewers. That's great for him. That's great for him. So I want to just go over a few things. So while I am not perfect, I've definitely made mistakes in my life. I've never tried to portray myself as different. But there's also nothing that terrible other than, it really sucks that I did lose the place that I was living. It really sucks that I can't have my kids with me as much as I like because they're in a different school district.
How did she lose the place that she was living in? She decided not to pay her rent on time again. That's what she did. Instead of paying her rent, she was on live stream walking in the town that she lived in. Do you guys remember that? Remember when she said her rent was due, but I think what happened, it was like a holiday or something, so she just in her loopy ass head decided that, hey, even though I've been warned by the courts, I got taken to court about paying my rent, I'm just not gonna pay it on the day it's actually due. I'm gonna go downtown, walk around, do all sorts of dumbass shit, not pay my rent, know my rent's due, and then, yeah, I'm just gonna pay it the next day. No, it doesn't work like that. If your rent's due on the 1st, you pay it on the 1st. If your rent's due on the 15th, you pay it on the 15th. You don't pay it on the 2nd. You don't pay it on the 16th. You pay it when it's due before the end of the day. That's what you do.
Etc. All that sucks. So someone's like, oh, you're addressing all of this because you feel guilt. What parent wouldn't feel guilt? What parent, when their life gets fucked up and it affects their children, who wouldn't feel guilt about it? My point is, why are we making this into something it's not?
What the hell is Monty and her world making it into? Okay, you know what I need to do? I need to show people who weren't here how this piece of shit here, Jess Mess, bottom feeder, bottom of the barrel, socially bankrupt, morally bankrupt, decided to make fun of Jacqueline Sue. Now, this needs to go on. In fact, I'm gonna put this as a community tab post. I'm gonna make a singular video about this because this is the point in time where I remember when she jumped in the chat of S Jam and was laughing her ass off when the situation with Jacqueline Sue happened. Laughing her ass off. Let me put this on the screen here because I think this is very important to show people that weren't here. Okay, let me do this. Let me do that. All right, so this was the stream. It was called, it was 5 months ago, May the 9th. Let me take this off. May the 9th. And let me take this off. May the 9th, 2023. It was called Live Addressing Jessica Messica's Lies About S Jam Jacqueline and X. So this stream specifically really shows you what Jess Mess is about, what Messy Jessie is truly about. So let me play some of it here, because S Jam, of course, was upset. So S Jam is playing what Jess Mess is playing about him. So let's listen to some of it, and then we'll see exactly how a person that should have some empathy for another person being strangled by their ex should. This is not how you should react. So let's go.
Just let me show you this really quick. I'm waiting to make sure it shows up on the screen because I see people asking about it in the chat. So for the record, Dakota, Jacqueline's boyfriend, is no longer in jail. He was arrested, I believe, on April 24th for strangulation. He is no longer in jail.
He is in jail.
Bond set to $250,000 cash with GPS strict house arrest with work release granted.
Lies.
So,
did you hear that? So this dude is in jail for strangling Jacqueline Sue.
Is no longer in jail. He
Lies.
was arrested, I believe, on
Lies.
April 24th for strangulation. He is no longer in jail.
He is in jail.
All right, so the dude was still in jail, but the idea is Jacqueline Sue was in a very serious situation, and you would think somebody who has a past where their ex was super abusive to them to the point where they had a restraining order until 2028 would react the type of way. Except, what did this piece of shit react? Oops, LMAO. What the hell is so funny about this? What the hell is so funny about another woman being strangled that could have been killed that Jessica Messica puts oops, laughing my ass off? Nikki D is in the chat saying this is a mess. Girl Police is in the chat saying this verse is weird. A lot of other people ain't laughing about anything. But Jessica Messica is in the chat when this is a situation about somebody else being strangled, is putting oops, LMAO, because it's so goddamn funny, right? But yet she wants your sympathy now. Did she have sympathy for Jacqueline Sue being strangled? You would think so, after she's talking all this mad stupid shit. Yeah, she's sick. She's disgusting. All right, Ready Set Food for Febreze ricotta cheese says usually there is a 3 to 5 day grace period. Yeah, usually it is if you are a person who has not been negligent on your rent. But if you've been to court and they say there is now zero tolerance because what they did was put her on a probation. Like they said, pretty much you are still evicted, because that's the other thing. She lied. She said that she was not evicted, but she actually was evicted. But they worded it and placed her where she could still stay there. So what happened was she lost the case. She lied that she didn't lose the case. In what planet do you not pay your rent, you go to court, and you're going to win the case? Think about that, people. We're logical individuals here. Of course, you're going to lose the case. So she lost the case, but what they did was they worded it a certain way where because she lost the case, they'll still have her stay there, but it's zero tolerance. You know what? Maybe should bring that up to show you guys. It was zero tolerance for her. So if she was a day late, if she didn't pay, if she was short $1 on our rent, they would put her out. That's how they were doing things, and that's how they worded it. Yes, exactly. She was super negligent. Treatment in lieu of conviction. Yeah, thank you, observant. Yes, I can easily bring that up. If people don't want to believe this, it's all there. I mean, she lost the case, but she would come online and then lie and say that she didn't lose the case. Like it's like pulling teeth with this piece of shit. Like, can you just not lie for once? Just once. Just say the truth. Just say, hey, I lost the case, and this is what happened. But literally, you have to pull teeth with her. Like, it's so stupid. So idiotic. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Let me read through this while I bring forth.
Why am I lying about the fact that it's residential custody? Why am I lying about the fact that CPS was never in my life? First of all this shit happened like maybe 7 years ago now, maybe even a little bit longer. So to be like, like everybody trying to judge the experience and say what must have happened and this happened in the third. I don't.
Okay. All right. I found it. So people, I can easily look this stuff up. It only takes me seconds, and I had to read this, but I'm going to put it up on the screen because I'm not playing around. I am not playing around right now. She lost the case, but she was telling everybody that she didn't. Jessica Messica, stop lying. Okay? Stop it. All right, so here it is. Here is the letter. You are hereby notified that if you remain in possession of the lease unit on the date specified for termination, the landlord may seek to enforce the termination only by bringing a judicial action, at which time you may present a defense to defend the action in court. So what basically happened is this. Oh, yes. What basically happened is that she lost the case, but they're still going to give her a chance where she can occupy the unit as long as she pays in full and on time. And she didn't do that. So therefore, they could easily go back to court and be like, hey, this is what happened. She didn't pay in full or on time. We're going to evict her. Zero tolerance. And that's exactly what happened. So I'm sitting back, how many months ago, over a year ago, and Jessica Messica would literally blatantly lie about this. And I'm like, how are you seriously gonna just lie that you won your case when people can look it up on the Connecticut Superior Court case lookup website and show that you're lying? Like, it was so blatant. Where did it say zero tolerance? It's zero tolerance because they're not going to let you be late or not paying full. Anyways, let's go back to what she's saying. You guys can look it up yourself. You guys know how to look it up. If you don't, I can just put the link in the chat. But let's go. Let's go back to this.
I don't really give a fuck. Like, shit happened, and if he heard this video, he knows what I'm saying is true also. It is what it is. Now, I also want to say that You know, if I really wanted to, I could go dig around in the basement right now and I could go find the big ass file of all the documents when I had to get my restraining order to prove that I needed one. I could take out our current custody agreement and show you that it's residential custody. Joint. So he does not have sole custody. We have joint custody, but he has
I don't really care for the whole custody thing. She makes it seem as if I care about her custody stuff. No, I don't care about your custody stuff. I care about you lying.
Seasons change.
All right, so she starts doing this thing where she's attacking Purple Glitter by playing previous videos of me. She's trying to paint a picture of her a certain way. And remember, this is the same person, even in October of this very month, she was literally speaking back and forth through email and whatever other mediums of communication she was doing. But now, a week later, she's attacking Purple Glitter because Purple Glitter has had enough of the manipulation. So this whole thing is an attack to draw and wear Purple Glitter out. And she's very good at it because she's done it to multiple people over and over and over again. So this is just her doing it once more, with the bullshit. And then she starts searching for Tashawn. So now she's worried and panicking. And then she starts doing her bullshit story. So let's take a look at this part.
So apparently he claims like hold on. On Monty's stream yesterday, he was like, Jessica, don't worry, I know people that know you. And he pulled up someone's document from some YouTube search of someone named Tashawn.
Actually, I didn't say that. I've been saying that Tashawn for months ago, and what she said was that she didn't know who Tashawn was. And I'm like, really? You don't know who Tashawn was yet? Tashawn was living next door to you. This is literally from months ago. But what she was doing in her streams was saying that I am lying and there's no person that lived next door to her. But it's true. There was a Tashawn that lives next door to her on Donahue.
And he scribbled out the last name, and their address was 60 Donahue Drive. And he's like, see, I know people that really know you. Don't worry, I'm getting dirt on you. But like, I was like, legitimate.
I didn't say, don't worry, I was getting dirt on you. I never said that. I said, and let's paraphrase. What I'm saying is, she's continuing to lie. She's running the same narrative where only her story matters and only her story is the truth, when in reality, it's not. There's multiple sides to the story, but let's let her twist and turn things.
At least so like I want to know the Tashawn tea. Like I literally want to know this tea. And I'll give you a quick rundown of my neighborhood and we'll go over the people that I may or may not know. So anyway, when I first read this, I was like, oh, Tashawn is definitely made up. Like if you look up, it says the I felt like at first I thought he just pulled the name out of thin air before I saw like that last, until I saw the little screenshot of him saying that there's a Tashawn that lived on 60 Donahue Drive. I thought he pulled the name out of thin air. Now, I can't tell if this person is a relative of his.
No, unlike you, Jessica Messica, I'm not going to pull shit out of thin air. If I say that there's a person that is acquainted with you, then that person is acquainted with you. I'm not going to lie. Unlike her, she will lie.
Or if he just went searching around and found people that used to be from my address. I don't really fucking know. But I don't know anyone named Tashawn except for, hold on, I'll get into all that in a minute. The most handsome, intelligent, hardworking, loving, kind, and gentle man the world has ever known. He's a great listener and talented writer. He's sexy without even trying. He has a great beard. He's an incredible athlete and should be in the NBA. He's superior, lover, and puts all other men to shame. His penis is huge, but not as big as his heart. So I was like, this is why you picked this name. So
What the hell is this?
according to my research, so I was like, okay, I didn't even know there was ever a Tashawn that lived next to me at any period of time. Like, I didn't even know, other than there was a little boy named Tashawn. There was a little boy, and he used to play video games with us, and we would play basketball sometimes down at the park. That's the only Tashawn I ever knew. So I was like, who is this man Tashawn? Who's this guy? But it turns out Tashawn is a woman. Tashawn is a woman that used to live at 60 Donahue Drive. I tried calling her phone number based on the information Monty provided, but her phone number is disconnected.
Oh, so she's calling up. Okay, people. Yeah, I guess yeah, it seems like it's Urban Dictionary. So here we go. Here we go. I've been multitasking like a mofo trying to get the specific paperwork that shows courts did. So let me pull it up. I finally found it after multitasking. Yeah, so she went on like Urban Dictionary, pulled some shit up about Deshaun, and thought I'd pick the name Deshaun because of the meaning. No, I'm not as depraved as you. I'm not a loser, Jessica. I'm not just gonna pick a name out of nowhere. Like, yeah, she's sexualizing it. This is just so ridiculous, but let me pull it up. I finally found it. So here it is. This is what I'm talking about when what happened with her court is that she lost and they still let her stay there as long as she paid her rent in full on a time every month, zero tolerance. So this is the motion for judgment by stipulation. The parties move for judgment in accordance with the following stipulation. Stipulation: by agreement of the parties, judgment of the possession will enter in favor of the plaintiff. Who is the plaintiff? The Norwich Housing Authority, because she's the defendant. She's the one who didn't pay her rent in full or on time. So therefore, the plaintiff is the housing authority, aka the Section 8. So what they did was they did a stay of execution through September 30th, 2023. So what that means is that they were allowing her to stay there even though she's technically evicted as long as she pays her rent in full and on time. So the defendant acknowledges an arrearage, including attorney's fees and costs, through September 30th, 2022. You see how it says September 30th, 2023? And you see how it says September 30th, 2022? That's because for 1 year, they said you can stay here as long as you pay your rent in full and on time. So she was supposed to pay $5,276.83, rental arrearage $4,548.08 at this time. Attorney's fees, $500, cost $228.75. The plaintiff is holding a check issued by the Connecticut Council of Family Service Agencies in the amount of $1,151.08. So this piece of shit got money from the Connecticut Council of Family Service Agencies. Does this agency know you were buying cars, Jessica Messica? And will cash and apply that check to the outstanding balance. So this is what she was doing. Remember this when people were saying, and she was saying how she got a check and she was going to put that check towards her rent? Well, there you go. There you have it right in front of you. This leaves a balance of $4,125.75. So was this ever paid? The defendant will give the plaintiff additional funds in the amount of $1,200 to be applied to their arrearage, leaving an outstanding balance due to the plaintiff of $2,925.75. If only she had an umbrella, she would have paid it, right? All right, so there you go, people. For all the doubters out there, this is what I'm talking about, that she was evicted. The plaintiff won, which is the housing authority, but they allowed her to stay under specific stipulations. Doesn't matter if she's a month late, a week, a day, or an hour late. If she's an hour late or a second late on her rent, her ass is out. That's what a stay of execution through September 30th, 2023 means. That's what it means. So don't be a second late on your rent, and don't be $1 short, else you're out. All right. Yeah, it was raining. Yeah. Okay, Jess Mess. All right, let's get back to this. Let's get back to her Tashawn bullshit.
Now, I'm not going to show her full name or anything like that, but hold on. Like this person, I have no idea who this person is. If this is the person Monty's talking about, I don't fucking know them. I don't know them. So sorry. And you want to, Monty put up their name and their address and my kid's whole father's name. So, bitch, I don't know who this bitch is. I have no idea who this bitch is. There's one possibility. Here's another possibility. But like again,
how much names and addresses has Jessica Messica put up with her T whenever she is exposing people? How many times has she done it? Numerous, countless, dozens of times. So here we go. We having a person who lives in a glass house is throwing rocks. Like, this is what Monty did. He put up this is what Monty did. Yeah, deflection is all she's doing. She's literally putting up the pictures while talking about me and what I've done. Yeah, putting up people's whole pictures and discussing them. And then she starts discussing her neighborhood, her Section 8 housing neighborhood where she was living, while telling people she was buying all the cars when she was in the relationship. You know what that's called, Jessica Messica? It's called fraud. That's what that's called. Fraud. And then she starts telling stories about different types of people. Albeit one-sided stories once again. One-sided stories that she loves to do. And we get to this. She starts talking about Busy Little B, aka Busy Little Criminal, which somebody showed me that she is taking a break, this Busy Little Criminal. Another person who likes to throw rocks yet lives in a literal glass house. Now, Busy Little B can make videos, but what my whole thing is, Busy Little B, you're talking a lot of shit about people and their records and whatnot, but you have a record of your own. So I guess it's all fair and games that other people talk about that, right? All right, let's see what Jessica Messica has to say about this.
so Busy Little B, as far as I know, this is crazy. So do you guys remember a couple months back, I did a stream addressing Busy Little B because she said some shit on Twitter and mentioned my kids in it, and I wasn't fucking with that shit, period. So I did a stream about her. Since then, I haven't talked about her because she don't talk about me. But are me and her close friends, get along? No, we don't. We don't interact with each other. I just was calling out that action, and it's not like a long-term war. If we both stop, then it ends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
So what's crazy too is Hurl, as of a couple days ago, was cool with Busy B too. They were saying, I really like Busy B. I really like Busy B, even though she hates Breezy. That Donahue address. Who cares? Anyway.
Wait a second. Should I try and figure out what the hell they're saying? Let me take a look at that. What are people saying in the chat? Oh, they're saying about what I'm doing. Okay, sure. Okay, we're gonna continue. Seems Jessica Messica can't multitask.
That's already
Stop everything
I don't
she's
get
doing.
to how people are showing shit like this is in my emails too. There's someone that keeps emailing me, threatening me and people around me with shit that's already on the farms. They're like, that Ariel wouldn't want me showing this.
Okay, can I say another thing? I don't understand how she's so panicky when literally this what she does to people when she does her teas, when she was doing her tea on S Jam or Jacqueline Sue. Who else has she done tea time with, like exposing people? I'm like, she's okay when she's the one doing it, but she's not okay when other people have tea on her. Like it works both ways, just like with Busy Little B. Busy Little B makes videos on Breezy talking about her criminal past, but Busy Little B has a criminal past of her own. So wouldn't it be fair that other people make videos on that? And then her husband has a very lengthy record. I know I've heard this bullshit. Oh yeah, his records was from 15, 20 years ago. No. I will say most of it, yes, is from like over 20 years ago in the 90s. But he still was burglarizing people back in 2014. Okay, so it's not from over 20 years ago. And that's the time he got caught. So maybe he just got a little bit better and a little bit smarter, and he still is doing the same goddamn bullshit. Why does she always change the story? She does. Messica's original excuse for not paying rent was that the day was a holiday and it was closed where she had to pay. Yeah, I remember. That's exactly what I was saying, Her World. I remember her specifically walking downtown and she was doing all sorts of bullshit. I believe she bought a specific thing. I forgot what it was. And she was walking downtown. And then I remember her saying something along the lines like, the day was a holiday. So it was closed. So she's just going to pay the next day. No! You have a stay of execution. That means that if you don't pay in full or in time, if you're 1 second late paying your rent, let's say it's 4 p.m. If the place closes at 5 p.m., 4 p.m., 4:30, if it's 4 p.m. and 1 second, you are going to be evicted. If the place closes at 4:30, if it's 4:30 p.m. and 1 second, you are going to be evicted. They're not playing around. This already went to court. They did you a favor by staying the execution of your eviction for 1 year because you probably pleaded to them. And then they were like, okay, you can stay, but make sure you pay on time and in full. Yeah, you would be paying a day early after going to court and having those warnings and then taking monies from. Where did she take this money from? This place needs to be aware of this bullshit and this trickery. She took money from the Connecticut Council of Family Service Agencies. After, she was the one buying all the cars in the relationship, right? I'm sure they do, Nikki D. It was 20. When was this? 2022? 2022, 2023. When did she officially get? It was 2023. She officially got evicted in 2023. Of course, they're gonna accept online transactions. I know people who pay their rent through a portal. All they gotta do is just send the money over, bada bing, bada boom, and it's done. She has 3 live streams from that day, and it was sunny, and she was out all day. Right? Right? Exactly.
That Ariel wouldn't like this very much, and like literally sending me a picture of Ariel's daughter, which is sad, but it's already on the farms. And they're like, I hope you report all those super chats to the government housing. Wouldn't want to get kicked out, and then post this old ass Donahue address. And I'm like, why are you fucking threatening people with outdated information? And no, I don't like the fact that they sent me Ariel's daughter's picture. No, but it's like it's literally on the farms. Like I don't like she's already had to deal with that issue herself. She's already had to bear that. So Ariel's address bin docs, like, oh, shout out to Pennsylvania. Like, okay, Ariel will type herself where she's from. I don't understand the point of that. Anyway, Busy Little Bee saw Monty's stream, and even though me and her are not even friendly, had a few words to say, which I do appreciate, and thank you. I just want to say too is like they're trying to say that like Breezy was there in part of the chat too, but they're trying to say like Busy has no business commenting on other situations because she has a criminal record. And I'm like, okay, so tell the same thing to Just Breezeth today. Like,
Observant says she doesn't do Chantal content because she acts just like her. She lies with the same ease. She does. She lies with the same ease. People, if you've been there, you know that Jessica Messica was lying about winning the case when it comes to her eviction. She literally said time and time and time and time again. I wish I had a clip of that and I could pull it up. Like she won the case in terms of her eviction. No, I just brought up literal evidence showing you she did not win the case. She just had a stay of execution in regards to the eviction. You would hate to get evicted from government housing, yeah, when rent, isn't that bad. You're not paying a lot of money. There probably is a waiting list. Well, I guess somebody's thanking Jessica Messica for deciding to stream all day instead of paying her goddamn rent.
tell that to anybody on this platform that has a criminal record. We don't know about a lot of people in Canada, but like, I do think it's valid to agree, like, to a degree, like, oh, if you can't knock someone for XYZ, if you've been through that as well,
Sergio Herod.
which I completely get that.
Oh, I like this. Don't knock somebody for XYZ if you've been through it. You mean like how you were putting LMAO, laughing my ass off, when Jacqueline Sue was getting strangled by Dakota, the ex that she was living with? You mean like that? Because you've been through that, right, Jessica Messica? But yet you're coming up in SM's chat 5 months ago, laughing at a very dangerous situation where another woman was being strangled and putting ups LMAO in the chat like it's goddamn funny.
If you've been through that as well, which I completely get that. But to say that just because someone has a criminal record means that they can't give an opinion about something on the internet is hypocritical given this group that they run with. Right? So anyway, Busy said residential custody, that's legal and physical custody. Maybe know the terms before you go after a weirdo who thinks it's okay to scrutinize that situation. I am no friend of Messica, but what's wrong is wrong. Don't discuss people's families. I've made that mistake before. When I appreciate the support, which unfortunately, because she
What's up, Alex Glitter?
was in support of me, Monty decided to go really fucking far last night. Now,
That's a lie. I don't give a shit who's in support of Jessica Messica. But what I do care about is if you are going to talk shit about other people. Okay, everybody has a right to their opinion. And you know what? We like buttholes, we all have opinions. But my problem was she's acting like she ain't done shit. She ain't doing shit while she is knee deep in the shit. Busy little criminal here has a very violent history. She beat up on her partner, the same Donny boy that likes to throw his dick on Twitter. She beat up on him. She got probation. She got lucky. She decided to violate that probation. And because she violated her probation, she got sentenced to 300 days in jail. Okay, I would say that 300 days in jail would be a very serious thing because that's 10 months. It's almost a year. And that's what she did. But on top of that, she decided to beat up on a cop this year in March. Beat up and resist an arrest. Busy little criminal. That's what she decided to do. And let's not forget her man with his gun running bullshit that I used to do in the 90s. Burglar people, beating people up, having all sorts of like very serious battery charges and whatnot. Beating up on first responders and then burglarizing in the latest recent years. Yes, I'm going to put it out there. Stop, Traj. I am going to put it out there because people need to know about it. All right, so yes, I did put it out there, and now people can talk about it just like how she talks about other people and their records.
now, I'm not going. Let me say my stance really quickly. My stance is not like, oh, how dare Monty talk about this? How dare Monty bring up this woman's past? That's not my stance. Because if it's on the internet, people are going to talk about it. My stance is don't ever bring up the shit I do or accuse me of things that I haven't even done when you literally do it to the same people. When if you think that me watching Miami's public porn in a Discord is a violation because it's not the same audience as her YouTube audience, then you violated Busy Bee by showing her husband's XX content. When
I didn't show her husband's XXX content. I didn't, because then my channel would be removed because he has his dick out on his Twitter. Like, why would I show that? And it's not the same thing because with Miami Vice, you guys wanted her pictures up and wanted it to stay up because you thought it was funny and you liked it and you like making fun of it. With me, I'm bringing light to something that I find repulsive and disgusting. So what I want is Busy Little Bee's hubby Donnie's disgusting, vile stuff that he has on Twitter. I want it down. That's why I'm bringing attention to it. I don't want it up. I think it's vile. I think it's disgusting. I think the types of pictures he's liking, the words he's saying to other women, is rather gross. This is a married guy. He married her, when was it, back in 2021, but yet he's saying to other ladies that he wants them to slide on top of it. He wants them to do this and do that. No, I want that type of stuff down. It's not the same thing. Oh yes, Jessica Messica is going to was going to Christian Singles. OMG. Well, I guess there was an intervention because it got canceled. There is a God out there. Thankfully. Can you imagine her? Sup, Jacqueline Sue, how's it going? Yes. So me bringing to light that a dude has a Twitter that Busy Little Bee doesn't know about, and then he's liking pictures and putting up pictures and doing all sorts of stuff against her. Me bringing that to light and wanting that content down is a problem.
when his platform isn't YouTube. So it's the exact same shit.
It's not.
It's the exact same shit. So I don't ever want that shit to be brought up in a point when you guys as ringleader is doing the same stuff. Because at this point, Hurl and Monty are doing the most, more than a lot of other people have. And somehow they think it's making them better than everyone else. But if anything, if you think I'm a piece of shit and I roll in the mud and I go too far and I go too low, and that's the reason you hate me, then why would doing the exact same actions make you any better? Now you have no leg to stand on. Now you have no leg to stand on because you're doing the same shit, if not worse. It makes your points invalid.
Right, Alice Glitter? I don't get her thinking. I literally want the dude's stuff down. The dude has a private Twitter where his privates are on it and he's talking real reckless with different women. Busy Little Bee doesn't know about it. I bring light to it. I want his stuff down. I'm literally telling her, hey man, you might want to watch your hubby because he's doing stuff behind your back. And that is akin to what exactly? I didn't flirt with Busy Little Bee's husband and then post his prawn. I didn't do that. That's what you did, Jessica Messica. Decided to flirt with Miami Vice, be in a relationship with Miami Vice, get her private stuff, get her links to her private stuff, and then post them and laugh about it. I didn't do that. Nor do I want that stuff around me. What I'm doing is a service. I'm bringing light to a certain situation here.
That's just my personal opinion. And she said, but I didn't do a whole ass stream trying to break down someone's custody. And I don't see what good can come of that. Just plain stupid. So let me see where the tweet.
And here we go again, talking about I'm doing a whole ass stream about custody. I didn't do that. I didn't do a custody stream, just like I'm not doing a custody stream right now. I'm talking about Jessica Messica and the liar that she is, going through piece by piece all the lies that she has said. But Jessica Messica decided to put it out there that I'm doing a stream about her kids. And this dumbass Busy Little Bee decided to say that that's what I'm doing. And that is just being a dumbass. No, you just don't believe what people say on the internet. If Jessica Messica says I'm doing a whole ass stream about her kids, what you should do is look at my stream and see if I'm actually doing that. And if I'm actually doing that, then you can say I did a whole ass stream trying to break down somebody's custody. If I didn't do that, because I didn't, because if you, busy little dumbass, decided to actually look at my stream, you would know that I didn't do that. So that's the problem. And in this community, I can't believe there's people out there that are still doing this bullshit where they just believe somebody because somebody posted something in the community tab without verifying it themselves. Like, it just don't make any sense. Like, if I see a community tab post like, hey, this person is doing this, I'm like, okay, let me go over there and see if they're actually doing it.
That's just my personal opinion. And she said, but I didn't do a whole ass stream trying to break down someone's custody. And I don't see what good can come of that. Just plain stupid. So let me see where the tweet is. Hold on.
Facts, Alex. All people got to do is do your research. It's all there. Just do your research. You don't got to believe me. But the worst thing you want to do is just wholeheartedly believe Jessica Messica's lie that I'm doing a whole land stream about her custody when I didn't. And then get your ass in trouble by saying I did it without you verifying. People, this is Gore World. How many times we have seen people just lie out their mouths? You got to do your research.
Hold on. I got to text him to myself again.
Facts, Jacqueline. Research isn't logical in Gore World. I don't know why, but it seems, yeah, research is not logical at all.
So as of, hold on, I got a screenshot, send myself screenshots. So when I started this live stream, Monty's chat from yesterday was not available. So I have a couple screenshots from the stream.
Yeah, Alex, this is the manipulation that she does. She will say certain things because this is literally what she said. She said that I was doing a whole ass stream talking about her kids. Please, Jessica Messica, show me where I did a whole ass stream talking about your kids. But this is the manipulative tactic that she's using against people, and it would only dumbasses would fall for that. Let's just be honest. Because if you're a dumbass like Busy Little B, then you're gonna fall for that stupid shit. Because I would think people with logic will be like, oh, Monty's doing a whole ass stream talking about people's custody stuff. Okay, let me look this up, see if he's doing it. He's not doing it. So Jessica Messica is lying because I just saw his stream. So here we go. Here's where she says it, and this dumbass busy little criminal decided to be stupid and fall for it. So who does she have to blame? She has to actually blame herself and Jessica Messica, to be honest with you. The all-knowing lawyer / marine biologist Monty is planning to do a stream dissecting the custody of my minor children. I didn't do that. I did a stream on Jessica Messica by playing what Jessica Messica was saying in her stream. So how the hell did I do a whole live stream dissecting the custody of her minor children? And this is how people get in trouble with this. So another lesson learned, I guess. Do your research and don't let anybody make you or turn you into a fool. All right, should we go forward? All right, so let's see what
who
does
I'm
she
not
do?
even friends with just said they don't agree with your stream. Now you're gonna do this. I don't get it.
All right, so she keeps talking about the Busy Little Bee. If you haven't seen the Busy Little Bee content, then check it out. I'll also be doing some content on Tatum because I think people need to know about Tatum's past. So we'll be doing that. Now she goes over her emails with Purple Glitter. So for the longest time, I was wondering why the hell would Purple Glitter all of a sudden just rage out and start making these dumb shit videos? Over and over and over, I would ask myself, Why is she doing this? This is why. Because Jessica Messica has been emailing her for months. Look at the dates on that. September 29, 2023. Emailing Purple Glitter. Purple Glitter needs to like post every single one of these because I'm sure these emails have been cherry picked. The last one that she showed was October the 3rd. So just a little bit over a week ago today. Yes. So this one, October the 2nd. And this one, 2nd again. Back and forth emails. Because this is what Jessica Messica does with her time. Sup, Jess? Seriously. This is what, instead of like getting a job, getting out of her mom's house, and doing what a responsible parent would do, she spends her time manipulating Purple Glitter. October the 3rd, look at these emails. And once again, I'm sure they've been cherry picked, but she's guiding Purple Glitter, telling Purple Glitter, yeah, that's a good idea, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, October the 3rd, you're telling Purple Glitter what isn't a good idea. You know what this is? This is called manipulation. And I've been wondering, oh, here's another thing I need to prove. Thanks for bringing this up, you dumbass. Agent of ignorance really is an agent of ignorance, and an ignorant dumbass themselves. Yeah, get a job and not push books about getting people to like you. Jessica Messica has said that I've written a book. But when I look at the stream where she said I've written a book, it seems more for brochure. And I don't understand. Well, actually, I kind of do now. I understand that her crew of misfits are a bunch of dumbasses. Because seriously, she has said I've written and I've said many multiple things on Reddit. I'm like, are people looking at the names of the people who have said and done these things? There's literally the names of people who have said and done these things. That's not my name, but yeah, Jessica Messica saying, oh yeah, Monty did this, Monty said that. I've never written a book or a brochure. In fact, I've actually searched for what this book or brochure that she's talking about to show that the name on it is not me. Like this is how much of a dumbass her crew is. I'm like, you literally have the author's name on what they wrote, and Jessica Messica is telling her dumbass audience that it's me, but yet it's not me, because the name's there. And then even the people or person or people who are reposting it is not my name, but she's saying it's me. Like I'm like, are people this stupid? Are people this dumb? Like all somebody needs to do is look up this book or brochure. It would not say it's my name, and then you would know it's not me. Like it's that simple. Anyways, get the hell out of here, you dumbass. All right, let's continue. So there's been multiple instances of manipulation, and this just proves it. I've been wondering why Purple Glitter has been coming at me for so long, and now I know the answer. It's been Jessica Messica emailing her, and Jessica Messica has done the same thing to Val Loves J, aka Dark Roses, aka Enchanted Roses. This is the same tactic she uses on people. All right, awesome, Cypher. Hopefully it went well. So Hurlworld says residential custody is the same as physical custody. It's who the children live with. Messica keeps saying things in a way to make it not seem like that's what it is. Exactly. She is a master of using certain words. She is. She's good at it. She's done it in real life to multiple people. This is why she's panicking. This is why she's scared, because she knows there's people who do not like her because of what she's done in her past and what she continues to do to people. This is it right there. You sum it up her role. She manipulates the crap out of people. She makes up lies about people. She's very good at it. And she's doing it online. So now I know and you know she's been emailing Purple Glitter and she's been manipulating Purple Glitter for a very long time behind the scene. She had a very nice apartment and lost it over foolishness, costing her kids a place to live. with her. Clearly not important to her. Exactly. What was important was her streaming because she had all the time in the world to make sure that her rent was paid on time. But what did she do? She did her bullshit, is what she did. Let's continue with this.
Literally don't know. I also know she said that she thinks Monty hacked her computer because all her mods were missing. And she was saying that he has some type of secret link to hacking her. So I can't really tell. Like, I can't really tell what she truly believes or if she makes up stuff. I don't know at this point. Yes, everything is always Ariel's fault. Anyway, I thought we could end this out with just enjoying Purple Glitter's Twitter rampage. Oh. My point over here was when she started. So, mind you, I think me and Purple Glitter are getting along. I think everything is fine. Then all of a sudden, I didn't even watch the video to.
Facts. Didn't she bang an entire Chuck E. Cheese? No, it was an arcade. Bad Boy Tragic. She said that she banged half the people in the arcade, then she had to resign. And I'm saying if you had to resign from banging or after banging half the people at the arcade, you're resigning for a reason. Because you're resigning in lieu of getting fired because you did some F shit in that arcade. And then she says that she went back to the casino. So she was at the casino, shit happened. She went to the arcade, she banged half the people at the arcade. And we won't talk about the types of people that work at arcades because typically it's a younger crew. And then she went back to the casino. This is the person who people are listening to. Alex Glitter says that makes me mad. PG is easily worked up, so I can totally see that. I like PG. Yeah, now I have a complete understanding of what the hell was going on because PG would making these dumb shit videos, and that's because Jessica Messica was in her ear, or should I say, in her email box, saying all types of stupid shit and making shit up and getting this woman, you know, to twist and turn and manipulate her. Like, this is a piece of shit that Jessica Messica is.
To be honest, she made some video and everybody's like, oh my God, she's blaming you for all of these things now. Like, Purple Glitter hates you again. And I was like, what? Like, what the fuck happened? So then I was irritated. I was like, really? I am gonna talk. Like, this bitch is annoying me. So this got posted. You know, the misery where the lady kidnaps the author. This got posted. I don't care. I don't feel bad for posting that. If she wants to keep making videos and flip flopping back and forth, I don't care. I'll post this stupid ass book cover. Who cares?
All right, so she's posting the book cover to try and get Purple Glitter worked up. Now, it was working, but thankfully there were people who know the tactics, the manipulative tactics that Jessica Messica has been using for quite some time now, and decided to calm Purple Glitter down because Purple Glitter was worked up a lot 2 days ago and wanted to say something. So what I should say is what Jessica Messica wanted Purple Glitter to do was come into my chat and start talking a lot of stuff and derail the chat. So that's what she was doing. She was actively posting these book covers to work up Purple Glitter because she's just a manipulative piece of shit. And then Purple Glitter would come in my chat and then derail the chat. And then Jessica Messica would sit back and laugh at the whole thing. Exactly, her world. This is exactly what she was trying to do. Hey, honeydew. But on this side, we are aware of your manipulative scumbag tactics, Jessica Messica. Exactly, her world. Exactly.
So then this was the fucking highlight of my life, bitch. This is so funny. So then I made this post responding to Monty when I saw he was going to dissect my custody agreement. I just was kindly pointing.
Here we go again. Talking about me dissecting her custody agreement. Anybody with any sense would just go to my stream and would see that I wasn't dissecting her custody bullshit Like, I'm just gonna spend hours of my time talking about her custody. It's so ridiculous, the types of shit that she just makes up.
Pointing out like how many times he's been wrong about my legal issues and how he has an obsession with it.
Where have I been wrong about her legal issues? When I said that she had a DUI, was I right or was I wrong? I was right. Who was the one who brought it? Well, it's not me directly that brought it to light. Somebody sent it to me and I put it out there. But nobody knew that she had a DUI back in June 2022 when she was slagging off on S-Jam. Did she talk about her DUI? Did she want anybody to know she had a DUI? No. She's going to leave that shit secret. But then it came out, so she started to talk about it. And it was all these types of bullshit. Blah, blah, blah. She forgot about the case. Blah, 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 blah. And she just got lucky. Okay? With the DUI. And I've presented many things. I've presented a lot of things, even in this stream, about her stay of execution. They gave her a year to pay her rent and leave her alone in peace. But if she didn't pay her rent in time or in full, they were going to immediately get her ass out of there. And that's exactly what she did. She got free money from the Connecticut Council of Family Service Agencies in the amount of $1,151.08. And she had $1,200, I guess, from people donating to her. Because there was that. But yet she still didn't pay her rent. This is the type of like loser we're talking about here. Let me put that back up on the screen. So this is mostly donations right here, the $1,200. Then she got money, free money, from, of course, the Connecticut Council, because people were telling her about that to apply. But I wonder what kind of lies were on our application. So even with the money from her crew of $1,200 and with the $1,151.08, she still didn't do what was right. But she wants to be a floozy and spend all night up talking shit about other people and lying her ass off, saying that she won her eviction case. No. The plaintiff won it. It says it right here. By agreement of the parties, judgment for possession will enter in favor of the plaintiff. That means you lost, Jessica Messica. Stop lying. It means you lost. The plaintiff is Norwich Housing Council. But yet, this is what she does. She twists the truth because you wouldn't know about this unless you look through what was happening, right? You wouldn't know about this unless somebody looked it up, and that's what she's banking on. That's what a manipulator banks on.
I call him no names. The only thing I said to him was the all-knowing lawyer / marine biologist Monty is planning to do a stream dissecting the custody of my minor children. And then I said, literally, he's just a desperate man who knows nothing about relationships or parenting, reading a woman's court records for no reason.
No reason. Okay, because you didn't lie about winning your court case. You didn't lose your Section 8 housing. You didn't continue to lie about other people. You weren't emailing Purple Glitter behind the scenes, riling her up. You didn't continue to rile Purple Glitter up. You didn't come in as Ghetto J and rile Val up. You weren't Gumball Gusher getting the schnoods from Val. You weren't behind the scenes acting as if you're friends to S-Jam while talking shit about him and doing streams behind his back. You didn't laugh when Jacqueline Sue was being strangled and could have died. You didn't put in S-Jam's chat, oops, laughing my ass off. You didn't do any of these things. I'm just making shit up now.
I literally called him no names. I didn't say you stupid fucking idiot, you dumbass. I didn't even drag him. All I was trying to drag was like point out his weird obsession and how he's often been wrong about it.
I'm often been wrong. Where have I been wrong? I've actually been right. You had a DUI. I said you had one, and then you had to come clean about the DUI. I said that you had sex with your brother-in-law, and you had to come clean about it because it was right. I said that you hooked up with your boss. You had to come clean about it because it was right. I said that you were screwing half the people at your arcade, and I put out the message that you sent, and you had to come clean to the public because it was right. I've been right about all these things because I have the proof. Why is she calling Monty a marine biologist? She wants to put it out there because that dumbass, what was her name again? That I helped raise $6,500 for. Here's another thing. A lot of narratives are coming out there. That Monty is this, Monty is that. Monty hates women. Where the hell did you get that narrative when I've helped so many people? I've helped Ray Ray raise over 5 grand. I've raised that burn victim, which turned out to be a piece of shit, 6.5K. I've helped Timber, gave Timber her rent money, gave Timber a mic, but Timber turned out to be a piece of shit. I've helped people with multiple kids, single moms with multiple kids. I help people to this day where I give clothing to children. Yeah, Monty covers someone from here equals obsession. Jessica covers someone, she's a queen, right? How many people has she covered and been obsessed with? Wasn't she obsessed with S Jam? Every time S Jam would make content, she's stream sniping. She's been obsessed with Valve's J doing this bullshit stream sniping where she doesn't say anything and just records the stream. But yet I'm the one who's obsessed. The shit that she was doing to Jacqueline Sue, and then her crew members Ariel G and Barney doing that to Jacqueline Sue, but yet I'm obsessed. Right? T bullshit. Yet I'm obsessed. This idiot.
I didn't say you stupid fucking idiot, you dumbass. I didn't even drag him. All I was trying to drag was like point out his weird obsession and how he's often been wrong about it. Then Purple Glitter goes repost my community tab, which again is not even derogatory in any way. Don't talk to my ex like that, Regina George. Grow the fuck up, Jessica at Monty. Don't talk about my ex like that. Like, bitch, didn't he just make a live stream saying that you made somebody kill themselves and that you're a fucking stalker and that he ignores thousands of messages for you, but you're literally going, don't talk about my ex like mind your fucking business. Now, this is where me and her have a problem now. If she wants to make videos dragging me about the Val situation, fine. But mind your fucking business when it comes to my kids or anything like that, Purple Glitter.
Let's talk about that situation. You know what? Purple Glitter would have a lot of answers in terms of the Val situation because Purple Glitter has been continually blamed. Even in Marty's stream, that came up. If you're watching Marty's stream about that Barbie lady, he talked about this. Is like they're trying to now blame Purple Glitter for all the shit that was done to Val Loves J, aka Dark Roses, aka Enchanted Roses. Who's Regina George? It seems she's trying to say, yeah, that Regina George is Jessica Messica. Oh man, that made me laugh. But yeah, she is trying to make this false narrative now and trying to get away from the situation because there seems to be an issue, especially when it comes to MBM. But MBM wasn't falling for it. It's like, just Mesca, it was you. It's you have been an arbitrator of the Val situation for months. Ever since December, when Val and Jay broke up, she's been in there trolling with all sorts of names, Bubblegum Gusher, gathering, collecting, collating Val's news. Because all of a sudden, now Val, within the past couple of weeks, has a Kiwi Farms page, and then Val's snoods are now on that Kiwi Farms page. Who do you think collected them? Who do you think collected them? It's Jessica Messica and her crews. Jessica Messica, especially on a Gumball Gusher, and Ariel G, who's been collecting them. Bad Boy Trashy says, please come in here, Jessica Messica, and state your body count. Just because I did a stream playing my music in a pool, pressed up against the water hole like her lips. Ah, boy. Right, Jacqueline?
Bitch, I don't talk about your kids. I don't talk about your family. I don't do none of that. And if you want to pipe in when it comes to Val, feel free because your name is brought up in that. But please don't even try to step into this shit because now I'll talk shit on you. Now I will talk shit on you and I won't feel bad anymore. Then but mind you, so hear me out. At this point, but the only thing I've done is post that one misery cover. I'm not writing no tweets. I'm not writing.
That's not the only thing. The idea was to rile her up, and she was doing the most to rile her up. She knows exactly what she's doing. Don't let her words fool you. Aurora 1111 says, "Love all the truth coming out with the girls of Girl World who do nothing but abuse the system, people, and life. I'm here for it. Jessica Messica should never have had that housing." Right.
Community post after community post. The only thing I did was the misery cover, and now she starts going off on Twitter how she's in an army that's going to take me down. So let's take a look at some of those tweets. Hold on, I gotta go into my secret gaslighting purple Discord. Hold on. And I did have somebody, for the record, I did invite somebody into this Discord to post screenshots from Purple Glitter's Twitter because I can't see it. So I asked somebody if they could screenshot it and send it to me. So instead of doing it, being a middleman, I just let them into the Discord. They posted it and they left. Just for the record, if that wants to get brought up.
Facts you.
So after I post the misery cover, she goes right to her world. Right to her world. Hey, at her world, am I still good with you? Every time she shares stupid shit like that, she just proves that it is her stalking and using people. Pathetic. And I don't give two fucks what she said. It won't bring me back in any capacity. Her karma will catch up to her in the end. People with evil intent will sink themselves. Then this. Look at. Can you see this? Let me make sure I have it on the screen. I don't. Okay, hold on.
Is she working?
I don't have
You know what? Jessica Messica even lied about that. She said that she had a job and she was working, and she was trying to manipulate her audience by making it seem that was the case by not doing these like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hour overnight streams. She did it for a little while and then it stopped because then reality crept in. No, she's not working. She's not looking for a job. She's not doing shit. All she wants to do is stay online and talk shit about people. That's what she's been doing. So lately, the multiple hour streams are back. There's times where Jessica Messica could be literally live before I go to bed. I wake up in the morning and she's still live because she'll do 7-hour streams.
on the screen. Hold on, I'll go back to that one. Look at her. Are we still good? Then she goes, my team, repping her set. My team, we lay low. Don't fight back. Don't do anything for me. Remember, people with evil intent always sink themselves.
How is that even funny?
Gang. Oh my God. I'm sorry. These are just some. She's low-key iconic. Like, her tweets are just fucking iconic. By the way, Ariel was blocked yesterday from.
Yeah, Moso's. If you looked at one of her streams from like a week ago or so, she shows that she has a lot of limited or unmonetized content. So yes, it's her viewers that donate money to her. So she is literally just doing that. She is living off of her audience. That's exactly what she's doing. So whatever bill she's paying, it's through her audience.
My Twitter. That's why they're attacking now. Bitch, Ariel didn't know that at 3 a.m. I posted a misery cover of you. I didn't go, hey Ariel. Hey Ariel, did Purple Glitter block you? Oh, she did? Yeah? Okay, I'm gonna post this cover to make her mad. No, bitch. You pissed me off by fucking flip-flopping for like the 4th time. So I put up this old-ass book cover that we had sitting for a while. This book cover was created, and I was like, I'm not gonna post that because I'm not trying to fuck with her. But now I don't care. Yes. Look at. If you are Team Jessica, see yourself out, please. Because I'm not going on another blocking spree because of her bullshit.
All right. Vouchin says people are landing themselves with her. Don't realize if she'll do it with you, she'll do it to you. Yeah. Well, some people realized that a couple months ago. She's sounding more and more like a few people on YouTube, issues, etc. Girl, she needs to get offline and get her life straightened out. She lives with her mama. Her mom goes to work all day from what we're aware of, but yet we got Jessica Messica staying up all night and sleeping during the day, while her baby daddy that she says did so many things to her that she has a restraining order until 2028 is taking care of her kids. So there we have it, Jessica Messica in a nutshell. Ariel G lives by a nail salon and still has corns. Really?
What have I don't know what bullshit I don't even know.
Yeah, you would have to claim the PayPal's and Cash Apps. You do, but you think she's gonna do that? Hell no. This is the same woman. I'm gonna look that up. What I talked about earlier with the whole Kiwi Farm stuff, because they said that she has been denied from a lot of public services, i.e., public help, and the coding was a certain way where it's like this person is persona non grata. So I'm gonna have to look more into this, because if she's saying she's buying the cars when she lived with her ex, she was in Section 8 from 2012 to 2022. That actually not even 2022, 2023. That don't right? That don't make no sense for us. So 10 plus years you've been in Section A, but yet you're telling people you're buying cars. Cars aren't cheap. And then in 2017, she filled out a financial affidavit. So you're saying you don't have the money to pay for certain things, but yet you're telling people you've been buying the cars in a relationship. That is fraud. So we'll look into that though.
This is also why I'm not coming back. I know I won't be taken seriously. Here's the thing. You think that calling me names affects me? Then you don't know me at all. So, again, me posting the misery cover, I have never once asked Purple Glitter to take shit down ever. I've never said take this down, remove this. I have explained my opinion to her before, but I've never told this bitch to take anything down ever. I know the reason you're doing this is to freak me out in hopes to make me take the video down, and you can kiss my fat white ass. You are responsible for what you did to me and others. The videos stay, and I never want to hear from you ever again. Go away and find another target. So then someone in my comments.
Right, so like the whole poll situation where somebody had to tell her, what was it, that she was being a little bit too loud, right? I remember that. I think, Curl, you have a clip of that. Yes, you do. Because I remember seeing it from you. Or somebody will be like, hey, what you're doing at the pool is not okay. Yeah, bumming and mooch, exactly.
She said, fuck off, Blackwood. You think that's the first time I've been called that? Get real. Take your goons and go to hell. So now anybody that posts on my community tab is one of my fucking goons. Miss Blackwood said, oh my God, I missed a lot. Listening to her latest video now. The woman is legit mentally ill and she needs to remove herself from the internet. You think I haven't been called that before? Take your goons and go to hell. PG the Pog, baby.
Soul says, I always thought rock bottom hasn't hit her yet until she gets her mom evicted. Yeah, well, we shall see what happens.
You thought PG was black? Don't talk to my ex like that, Regina George. Grow the fuck up.
Okay, and she thinks this is funny, dramatic readings. Okay, sure. And she did this for what, like an hour? Yeah, pretty much an hour reading, frantic posts from Purple Glitter, who's, not in the best mental state, because once again, Jessica Messica literally knows how to rile her up. And Jessica Messica has been riling up Purple Glitter for the past couple of days. But some people, thankfully, have been getting through to PG. especially when they know what exactly Purple Glitter is going through and what Jessica Messica is doing. Because it's blatantly obvious to me and brilliant enough to Hurl and a lot of other people that Jessica Messica is manipulating the entire situation and trying to have Purple Glitter riled up and freak out, just like how she's done or try to do with multiple other people. Like with Val, they were successful on the daily to rile Val up and have her scream and yell and shout at whatever person that they wanted to bear Val's wrath. Because on certain days it was Purple Glitter, on other days it was myself, on other days it was Glenn, on other days it was, Jay. It could be anybody. And now they're trying to do it to Purple Glitter. They try to do it with Jacqueline Sue, calling her Crackling Sue, all types of like really vile, vulgar things they were doing. Yeah, they'll try to anybody and everybody. As long as you're online and they think you are a vulnerable person, they are going to try and do that.
Somebody who had a problem with me to panel up. And I was like, oh my God, I want to be on this fucking panel, bitch. this
Why did PG have to send her kids away? Good question, and I didn't answer it. So she felt that she had to send her kids away because what you see in public isn't the whole thing of what's going on. Because whenever you have a person like Jessica Messica that has a lot of people that watch her publicly, like you see the numbers, there's always going to be people in her crew that will message Purple Glitter or email Purple Glitter or message her on Twitter or Instagram and say real nasty, vile things to her or threaten her, tell her to shut up or this is going to happen to you. So when you see stuff publicly happening to a person like Purple Glitter at the moment, and then she has to say, hey, I now gotta take my kids out of the house because Purple Glitter has been doxxed. They know where she lives. It's actually very scary. Because with what you see in public, you gotta also know in private it's worse, because then there's people who are attacking you and saying all types of vile things because they can get away with it without consequence. And that's what's happening to her, or was happening to her, and that is why she had to say, hey, I'm gonna have to take my kids out of the house and my pets out of the house because behind the scenes she's getting attacked.
piece of shit for having joint custody and not having my kids. I forgot what I was talking about. Anyway, I'm gonna move along. I just wanted to say that even some of Monty's long-term supporters are saying that they don't agree with him doing that.
Oh, I'm so glad I clicked on this by happenstance, random happenstance. Monty's long-term supporters. Who the hell is Taylor Vaughn? What do you mean long-term supporter? What the hell are you talking about? You see how she uses words? Like, I have no idea who these people are, but yet she'll use words to make it seem like people are turning on me by saying long-term supporters. I've never seen Taylor Vaughn or Just Jess, okay? So stop it. Stop telling lies that I have long-term supporters, because what she's trying to indicate is that people are turning on me because of my actions, which they're not. These are not my supporters.
Monty's long-term supporters are saying that they don't agree with him doing that type of content. I dislike her as well, but this is bullshit. And Monty, by the way, if she wants to, she could lie to strangers about the internet, about her children. Shit, she could lie about anything, Monty. It's not against the law, you sick freak.
Now, this Taylor Vaughn is not an effing idiot, because this is another person. Instead of looking at my stream to verify that I am actually talking about Jessica Messica's kids constantly, she will just look at a community tab post and then have that community tab post also posted on Twitter and then just react without verifying. Taylor Vaughn, you're a fucking idiot. Exactly. Hugh Madbro says Taylor's her fan and was her fan. I don't know at the moment, but there you go. See how she manipulates subtly I have no idea who the hell Taylor Vaughn is, nor do I give a shit. To me, Taylor Vaughn is a complete dumbass that doesn't check and verify before saying stupid ass shit like this.
I'm also not lying, though. I just wanted to mention. What is the benefit of me lying about not having residential custody but still having joint custody? Like, how am I winning for that? The internet already thinks I'm a piece of shit for getting evicted. The internet also thinks that I'm a piece of shit for having joint custody and not having my kids during the weekdays. The internet already thinks I'm a piece of shit for that, amongst other things. So why would I even try to go on a soapbox and fight against it? Like, it's not that serious to me. Jess, we don't get along either. I'm not a Messica fan, but why? But this is fucked up. Why? Why does Monty care who has custody of the children that aren't his? And then Fraggy also says, why is Monty planning on doing a stream about a stranger's minor children? Seems weird.
Another dumbass. So we got just a dumbass that actually doesn't check and verify before just talking all types of bullshit, because obviously I didn't do a stream about Jessica Messica's kids, nor is this stream about Jessica Messica's kids. So this is the exact reason you need to verify before you spew shit out. Fraggy, another dumbass. Is this the same Fraggy that was I gotta verify this. Is this the same Fraggy that was friends with FFG? Can somebody tell me this? Because I've been hearing about this Fraggy that had a falling out with FFG. Is this the same Fraggy? Because I really like to know. So not only is just a dumbass, we got Fraggy, another dumbass that just believes anything and everything somebody says. What? You need to verify. Don't just believe I'm going to do a stream about a stranger's minor children. Like, who the hell would do that? That's just stupid and dumb.
Y'all know that if people were doing this, Monty would be calling them a pedophile and all sorts. So then this I thought was funny too. How do let's see if I have the original so it's bigger.
Okay, so Taylor Vaughn could be Jessica Messica early. It could be. All right, so Fraggy is over with Gigi and the other. Okay, I see. So that's where Fraggy's at. That makes sense. You just don't verify shit. Very GG of her to do. Just talk shit without verifying anything. All right, her world says she has nerve being mad anyone talks about what a deadbeat mom she is, or that anyone talks about her kids, right? While at the same time talking about other people's children and how much of a mom they are, because the full on irony is she's talking about other people and what they're doing, while literally what she's doing is talking about Purple Glitter and her kids. Like it just doesn't make any sense.
So her world posted this tweet. Again, yo mama, Jessica Messica, who you know is Gumball Gusher, was a whole ass part of getting Enchanted Rose's nudes. This is from July 21st, 2023. Val and I have never spoken behind the scenes. Obviously, Val must be talking to a lot of people if anything has even surfaced. But
you know what? We're not even going to go over the bullshit that she's saying. She's Gumball Gusher 69. She is part of the crew. In fact, you could say the arbiter of the crew that has been attacking Val Loves J. Alex Glitter says no one is talking about her kids. They're talking about her and the proof she is a piece of shit. Exactly. This is my whole point. Is like she puts forward this narrative and dumbasses believe it that I'm going to talk about her kids. Like, why would I do that? No, I'm going to talk about Jessica Messica because my whole thing is to disprove Jessica Messica. I've talked about Jessica Messica. I'm going to talk about her lies. I'm going to talk about everything. So, in fact, right now, I have to get off of this. We need to deal with the whole fraud that she is allegedly doing. I need a clip of her saying that she won a court case because there's multiple out there. And the other thing we got to do is, if I said this, she is putting out privacy strikes again. So she put a privacy strike out against me. And that was the worst thing to do because I'm not going to play games with you. I'm not Jessica Messica. If you're listening, I said this earlier at the start of my stream. I'm not playing games with you. You put out a privacy strike. If that privacy strike goes through, I'm going to strike your channel out. 100%. I'm not joking. As soon as I get that email that something's happened to my channel or I get word of it, I'm striking your channel out. I'm not playing games with you. You're not going to say that I'm writing books and I've said certain things with another person's name on it because you're getting this shit from Reddit. It's not even my name, it's other people's name, and saying that I'm the one right and I'm supposed to sit back and take it. I've never written a book or a brochure. That's bullshit and it's lies, but I'm supposed to sit back and take it. And then you send in privacy strikes to get rid of Her World's channel. Then you were sending privacy strikes to get rid of Her World's second channel. You think you can send me strikes? You can call it whatever you want, privacy complaint. The intent is you want something off of the internet and you're sending these strikes to do it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say it one last time. If that strike goes through, I'm getting rid of your channel. I'm going to strike you out. 100%. And you heard that from me. So we shall see what happens the next day or 2 or 3.
I don't have no hands in obtaining that shit of any shit, like on the farms, all that. Like that shit is not my business. Yeah, this is when we were in a voice chat in Bali's server. So there's like, I don't know, it looks like 30 people in here. Hold on one second. Baked lasagna, Bodak Black, Ghastly, me right here, the strawberry, Hammy, Honey Bunny, which guess what is Pretty Genius, which is so fucking funny to me because I remember Hurl World said that Pretty Genius was gonna leak my nudes with Jennifer Corvina, and also Pretty Genius would unblock Hurl World in Bali's chat and said that Hurl World's a nice person and never did anything wrong to anybody. So this just seems like just such a huge master plan. Like really, Pretty Genius. Eye Soap, Mystical, Nosy Rosie, Penetration, Rockmo, SGM Hot Dog Casserole, Skylar Stan, Uncle Billy Bedbug, Vegas is on the mic, Zova's Lane, Zuni, Honeys are all in here. Everybody's in here hanging out, right? Honeys post this.
All right, we're not even going to go over this. This is just her doing her bullshit deflection. All right, I think that's it for me. This is enough. I've said my piece and I'm going to go forward with it. Like I said, in the next day or 2 or 3, we shall see what YouTube says. If YouTube decides to do something, then I will take action against Jessica Messica. Other than that, people, I'll be back because she's not going to use YouTube as a sword to get rid of people, is the bottom line. She wants to say that I'm an SOSA apologist, which is actually disgusting. But if anybody says it about her, she's offended and she wants the content gone. But her saying it to me can stay up. She's not going to use YouTube as a sword to get rid of information she doesn't want on the internet just willy-nilly and nobody else is going to do it. So once again, if she tries that shit and it actually goes through in the next day, 2 or 3, she's gone. All right. Thank you so much for listening, people. I really appreciate you. Now trying to drag Pretty Genius into it. Yeah, what? I wonder what she's trying to do with that. Oh, you do, observant. Well, we shall see. Horwell says, I never said anything about PG doing anything to her. She just makes things up. Exactly, she does. She just makes shit up. She's panicking. She wants to say this X, Y, and Z without any proof or basis whatsoever to try and make you look bad. All right, yeah. Bottom line is Jessica Messica is trash, and we are done here. We shall see what happens later in the day. Watch out for my Tatum video, because that's another Go Worlder that lives in a glass house. We shall take a look at Tatum's history and all the types of shit she's done, trashing people's places after not paying rent, drunken, intoxication, walking around doing all sorts of bullshit, we shall take a look at her. Other than that, people, smash the like button and we will speak, see, talk, do a stream together. But take care of yourselves. Bye bye.